Hi guys, this is MYYM. Welcome back to my channel. So in last walkthrough we killed McCallum, who is the P1. He was kinda tough. Took me a lot of time to get him down. Okay, so I've got experience. I should now upgrade myself. Okay, so what is it? I have not been to North Dock yet. I must, because else they will not be able to survive. $4,500 is too much. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so Vampyr's damage increased. I need to increase my healing as well. I need to increase my body's health as well. It's already 6. That is it. That's it, guys.
Good evening. I'd like wise choice.
I've got some new stuff. I should look at them. Why do I have samples?
The flower's dying. It needs water.
It's locked, all right. Even. Do you need... Don't get... Goodbye.
What is that? I've come the wrong way. Here we go.
So Priwen never left Doris's theatre after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters. have this thirst for blood.
Where are we supposed to go? This is locked. It must be downstairs somewhere.
It's locked.
Is there somewhere that I haven't checked?
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right.
Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the skull.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic.
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they...
I think you're hiding something.
What?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round.
What can you tell?
Not much.
What?
He was the only ancient...
Why would he... Why would the...
Maybe...
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The
terrible episode that...
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her,
That woman was extremely bitter.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher...
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story...
Do you know where we are?
I only briefed
My point...
certain diseases and...
Come on.
How could I? I never...
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Right, I admit it. I boldly ventured into experimental realms, but I've killed no one to appease my thirst for knowledge, Jonathan. I'm no murderer.
I never asked to become what I am, Edgar. You chose to conduct your rogue experiments.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Okay, so I can let him to die, I can kill him, or I can sacrifice him. I don't know. I think the wise choice is to sacrifice him.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
I thought we were going to kill him and suck his blood.
Enough!
Okay, so our experience, if you look at the top, we are in negative 1700.
It's locked, all right.
So after this I'm going to go visit Northern Docks because people need me over there.
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Look lively! It's on to us! There's one of them! Stand!
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skal epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar's behavior was beyond lunacy.
I must say...
Yes.
Then we have...
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but...
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan.
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your enemy.
Wait! No! Elizabeth!
Okay guys, I'm going to cut this over here. We'll continue on from this particular point in our next walkthrough. Thank you for joining in. Till next time, see ya, bye bye.